Hello, my name's Brandon Fox. I'm a 26-year-old male embarking on a water fast from around 21 to 30 days. I'm still not quite sure. I'm at True North Health Center in Santa Rosa, California, Northern California. It's a medically supervised water fasting clinic. And not only do they have water fasting, but they also have the juice fasting, the juice feasting, along with people trying to come here to better themselves of any ailments they might have, whether it's any autoimmune diseases or whether it's headaches, inflammation, basically anywhere throughout the body, hypertension, that type of thing. But it's a good getaway from home for people who are trying to get better, who have eaten raw fruits and vegetables for some months to prepare. But basically, yeah, I plan on doing a 21, 30-day water fast to get rid of some systemic inflammation I have throughout my body, headaches, muscle pains, joint pains, chronic fatigue, that type of thing. But to kind of give you some history about myself and the reason why I'm doing this is growing up, I was always the sick kid, having a lot of colds every winter time for as long as I can remember. I would have frequent allergies as well. Seems like year-round allergies for as long as I can remember. Everything from dogs, cats, to playing in the grass, getting all itchy and having rashes and ear infections and that type of thing. But fast forward that to being 14, 15, going out and playing sports, being very athletic, trying to overcome, I guess, my inferiority complex of trying just to get better and not feel like crap all the time. I was always a tired kid, didn't know why. I thought everyone felt that way. So, playing sports now, lifting weights. Started lifting weights pretty hard, and I just loved that whole working out thing and taking protein shakes and pre-workout drinks, the NO2s, NO Explodes, all that type of stuff, and jamming 3 to 4 protein shakes a day. I worked at Max Muscle, it's kind of like a GNC type of place where I was giving out, sports nutrition advice, and I was taking all these samples, and nothing like steroids, nothing like that, but I did take a lot of workout supplements, and as time went on, I was having 3 shakes a day. I was on the standard American diet this whole entire time. My parents didn't know better, but I'd wake up and I would have 6 to 8 scrambled eggs inside of a tortilla every morning. I would have, a few hours later, I would have some yogurt, a tuna sandwich. A few hours later, maybe a steak, another protein shake. But it got to a point where I'm just, from 14, 15 all the way up to 22, 23, I'm just on this kick of working out and trying to, still getting many more headaches, still getting more allergies, still feeling more and more fatigued throughout that time, but I had no idea. I just thought that's the way everybody felt, and I had to deal with it. So around 22, 23 is when I started to get a lot of a lot of muscle aches and pains. I guess that was the kind of intro to it. But started off with me tearing my right ACL playing a game of football. And then once I did the rehab and everything and got back into shape, I was still eating the same old things: dairy, meat, grains, everything, you name it, standard American diet. And then it got to a point where I'm just working out, everything's cool, and then I noticed my left leg started hurting me. And then shortly after, my lower back would be in a lot of pain. And then another year would go by, and then my shoulders would be really tight all the time. Like even going up and putting gel in my hair in the mornings and brushing my teeth, I noticed my shoulders were just getting really fatigued, and felt like my nerves were being compressed. And always being someone who was into nutrition with sports supplements and working out, you got to have this amount of protein and this amount of carbs and this and that to be buff and to be fit. On the outside I looked great. I was at 22 years old I was 220 pounds. maybe 9-10% body fat. I was a big guy, strong and everything else, but on the inside I just felt like crap. So yeah, it got to a point where it was really hard on me. I didn't know what to do, so I decided to go and visit some medical doctors and see what they had to say about it. The doctors basically, referred me to an orthopedic doctor. The GP referred me to an orthopedic doctor, and he ended up getting MRIs of various areas that were hurting me, my low back, my lower lumbar. Turns out I had an L4, L5, L5, S1. That's the lower lumbar discs were bulging. And so I'm not sure if that was attributed to me working out hard or if that was attributed to maybe something else. But I just knew that I was having headaches and backaches and hip pain and shoulder pain and elbow pain. And it was all just kind of compiling and being, like I said, systemic inflammation throughout my body that built up. And I wasn't sure what that was. So I went to more doctors as time went on, rheumatologists, got some blood tests drawn, and blood test didn't reveal anything. I wasn't allergic to any kind of gluten or whatever the markers are. I didn't have any high gluten markers, the antibodies or whatever. And they basically just said, here's some exercises, stop working out so hard. Even though at that time I wasn't, I was kind of just going through the motions just to go in the gym and feel right mentally. But it was extremely hard on me. It was me trying to seek answers, or me trying to ask questions that I was getting no answers to. It seemed like the doctors didn't know shit, and that it wasn't their fault. They just hadn't maybe seen someone as messed up as me in their practice before. But yeah, pretty hard, pretty depressing. A couple years I went through that, seeing various doctors, and they're not telling me anything that helps me out. So I just started going to chiropractors and acupuncturists, and I was getting some ART, some active release technique, where they're able to do some trigger point therapy on your muscles, and also manipulative. They can adjust you and crack you, stuff like that, and that helped out. But like I said, I was around 220, 225, and I went to a different chiropractor this time that specialized in allergies, and he turned out treating me, doing muscle testing, kind of diagnosing and then supposedly curing allergies, but he ended up diagnosing me with 24 allergies. Everything from the environmental stuff in the air, pollen or dust mites, that type of thing, to potatoes, dairy, soy, meat, alcohol, chlorine, dogs, cats, what else? Exhaust, like from a car, like stuff like that. And it made no sense to me. I knew I had some allergies to basically to grass and stuff like that, but never to like foods, and there was even something in my blood I was allergic to, so it just didn't make any sense to me. So, but going off that, it kind of gave me an indication that something is seriously wrong, and I have to kind of find my own answers. So I was allergic to 24 things, and from there I just went to that same chiropractor recommended that it might be my diet that I have to change. So I ended up looking into anti-inflammatory type of foods and realizing that meat isn't the healthiest for you. It's pumped full of, antibiotics nowadays, and growth hormone, and what the cows are fed, the difference between corn-fed beef and grass-fed beef, and it opened my eyes to a whole new viewpoint of kind of why I'm feeling this way, and to know that what I know now with doing about a year of research, because over the past year I had been eating basically 100% raw fruits and vegetables, with times where I did crave pizza and stuff like that, but I have been on that train for a little bit, and some of my symptoms feel better, but there is times where I crave pizza, and I do have pizza, and I know I shouldn't do it, but I just do it, and because I feel like I'm gonna crack, and it's just hard because I'll get some results, and then I'll back up a little bit, and then I'll go and I'll like have a drink. I'll go out with some buddies, and then I'll just kind of hinder my process. But yeah, it kind of took me to take it into my own hands to start feeling better than I have. I mean, on a pain scale, I was about an 8 out of 10 every single day, and now I'm probably a 6, but I still have those pains. And so me doing this water fast is hoping that I'm going to dig a little deeper and cleanse out my body. And knowing the water fasting process like I do, I've read 3 or 4 books. Paul Bragg's Miracle Fasting. I've read what is it? How to Save Your Life, Water Fasting at a Time, or something like that, by Herbert Shelton. Mucusless Diet Healing System, Arnold Ehret. What else is there? The China Study by T. Colin Campbell, and those type of books. I mean, they're really educational books. The Detox Miracle Source book by Robert Morse. This book really educated me on why we're meant to be eating fruits more so than any other food out there. I mean, vegetables as well. Our stomach isn't long enough to our GI tract basically isn't long enough to digest foods like that. But fruits are really great for you, and we're definitely not meant for meat. We don't have claws. We don't have the juices to digest those type of things. It's very acidic, and I'm not trying to get too involved with that right now in this video, but it's I come to understand dairy, meat's terrible for you, and if you want to detox, fruit's the best way, with also taking some herbs and some green juices. So that's what I've done prior to coming here. Like I said, this is day 1. I feel pretty good so far. Technically day 2, but it's my first day of water fasting. The room here is pretty nice here at True North Health. I got the it's a pretty good size room. You know, it's not the cheapest place to stay for around a month or so, but I got Steve. They went away. All right, sorry about that. But I don't even know what I was saying. But it's my first day of water fasting. They came in and checked on me this morning. Did my vitals. Everything was normal. But they check your vitals twice a day, in the morning and at night, making sure you're okay to move forward. It's kind of a 1 day at a time type of stay. But I've done some water fasting in the past as well. I've done 32-hour water fast every Monday for the past like 8-9 months. I've done a few 3-day water fasts. I've done a couple 5-day water fast and 1 7-day water fast that I've all done at my home in the Bay Area, where it was difficult because obviously you got to smell, and I live with my folks right now, so you got to smell the pizza that they bring home. You got to smell the tacos that my mom's making, that type of thing. So it was difficult, but it builds up self-discipline, and that's what it's about, especially when doing a water fast like this. So this is day 1. I feel good. I'm confident that my symptoms what's going on with me, my ailments will feel a lot better when it's all said and done. I have a strong head on my shoulders, a lot of self-discipline that's been built up over the past year, and it's going to be difficult, but I'm ready for it. I weigh 162 right now, which is the lowest I've been since like 8th grade. A year ago I weighed 220, solid muscle, big guy, so it's bad enough that my clothes don't fit, but I just got to shake that aside. Everywhere I go, people are like, "What happened, bro? Are you sick? What's going on?" So I'm getting used to those type of responses from people nowadays. So hopefully I can just get detoxed and I can start eating some normal food just besides fruits and vegetables. Maybe add some grains, some fats from nuts and seeds, that type of thing, just so I can get back to a healthier weight. But yeah, I'm going to do another video, like I said, every 2 days. And I'll give you a report then, let you know what I'm going through and how the process is for me. So wish me luck. Talk to you soon.